Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to an evening of stand-up comedy, during which will be recorded a live album of the classic bits of Ben Elton's material 1981 to 1986. That should take about 5 minutes, then we'll record all the old shit as well. Would you now please welcome, live on stage, Ben Elton. Thank you, that's me. Yes, indeed. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show. And I shall not be asking for any more audience participation, which particularly goes for Screamy Wanker over there. I do not dig audience participation. It is no fun. And I don't think it's fair on the audience. I mean, Jesus, you know that a comedian has run out of jokes when he or she says, and now I am going to choose a person from the audience. And you don't need to be a mind reader to realise the first 3 rows of people are going, fucking hell, hope he doesn't choose me, hope he doesn't choose me. Why? Why do you hope he doesn't choose you? You tell him to piss off, couldn't you? No, piss off, get on with your job, I paid. Fuck off, I'm not getting up on stage, I've been at work all day, entertain me. Do I ask you to come down where I work and polish my lathe? But we won't do it, will we? The British don't know how to be honest. We don't know, especially in a theatre, you cannot be honest. I mean, in the street, if some arsehole in a top hat and tails with an attractive female assistant in a glittery swimsuit came up and said, will you check there's no rabbits up my sleeve? You'd know what to say, wouldn't you? The big F off. But in the theatre, you'll pay £4 and be embarrassed shitless for the privilege. I mean, we can't tell the truth, can we? The British, we can't just say it straight. I mean, you're in a restaurant saying, this is the worst meal I have ever had. The worst meal. Up comes the waiter, how was your meal? It's very nice, lovely. Lovely. No, super, delicious. We're always apologising for things that aren't our fault, saying sorry when it's not our fault. Waiter, I'm sorry, waiter, it's just, there's a pubic hair in my minestrone, I'm sorry. I mean, what am I apologising for? It's not mine, it's fucking blonde. You see, when you see audience participation often comes from drinkers. In the early days, we used to attract a lot of drinkers to sort of gigs I played. I never understood that. People getting drunk before a show. Why? Spend all your money, get really unconscious so you miss the whole thing. Very intelligent. The body is a sensitive instrument. It is a highly sophisticated piece of natural engineering. It deserves respect. I mean, you wouldn't pour 7 pints of lager in your stereo, would you? You wouldn't buy a camera that spent every New Year's Eve unconscious on the toilet floor. But the old body bollock's not going to live forever, am I? Let's have another round. Come on, get him in. There we go. Pour it down. Aren't I a hard bastard? Of course I can drive. Wallop, was that an old lady? Who fucking cares? People are so proud of drinking. So proud. All the lads, so proud of their ability to get pissed. So proud of themselves. Call blimey, you should have seen us last night. You should have seen us. We were throwing up. You should have been there, we were being sick everywhere. Oh, great, invite me next time you got food poisoning. I love watching people with their heads down the toilet. You live in a strange, reversed world when you're pissed. A reversed world where good is bad and bad is good. An exchange universe, good, bad, bad, good. What a fantastic night we had last night, eh? It was brilliant. We could not walk. We could not talk. You get the same effect when you break your spine. Throw yourself under a bus is a lot cheaper and it lasts forever. The problem is people don't know where to draw the line with booze. Having a little drink is all right. I love a drink, but you should never drink and drive. I would never drink and drive. There's the one moral thing. You shouldn't drink and drive. I wouldn't do it. Well, I can't. I've lost my licence. No. I haven't lost my licence because I can't drive. I tell lies. That's my job. Only bit of truth is I tell lies. We're like politicians. Stand-up comedians tell lies. It's our job. I mean, imagine what it'd be like if stand-up comics started telling the truth. What a true joke would be like. A bloke goes into a pub, orders a pint, drinks it, fucks off again. Brilliant, eh? I mean, it wouldn't work, would he? He's got to have a crocodile up his ass or something. Turn it into a joke. But booze is a problem. I drink quite a lot, and it's always worth remembering it's a drug. Like any other drug, it's tough to get off. I'm addicted. I tried cold turkey. Didn't work. Too pissed to keep it down. Most doctors agree the only way to beat a drug addiction is to wean yourself off it. You've got to find a substitute that's just as good, just as pleasant, but it's not as dangerous. I went to the doctor. I said, "Doctor, I'm addicted to lager." He said, "Lie on the couch." He pissed in my mouth. Now I'm addicted to doctor's piss, and it's a lot more difficult to get. I mean, really. They're trying to convince us lager's a hard man's drink. All these adverts. They give them all these hard butch names just to prove how tough they are. Like there's Kestrel Lager. Well, what a brilliant advertising concept that was. They really understand the product, don't they? Kestrel Lager. I mean, it really sums up the spirit of tinned lager, doesn't it? I mean, it's natural Kestrel lifestyle, isn't it? Propping up the bar and farting. All the Kestrels gliding high over the Lakeland header. Nature's glorious bird half a mile up. Thinking, fuck me, I could do with 8 pints of lager and a curry. I mean, why don't they just be honest, eh? Describe the product. Call it burp. Pint of burp, please, mate. Sorry, burp's off. You'll have to have fart. Booze is so pretentious. Trying to pretend it's things it's not. Real ale's the worst culprit. Always getting told to drink real ale by a bunch of chunky sweaters from the university, you know. Real ale. I did this gig in Barnsley, actually, yeah, and it was a couple of years ago, and I was doing a sound check, and the stage manager, because I was drinking some lager, he said, "Don't drink that stuff, man." He wasn't from Barnsley, he was from the south. You could tell he was from the south, he had a fucking job. Oh, bit of politics. Yeah, it's funny when you move around the country, you see the different reaction. Up here, I get a nice big cheer. Time I get to Manchester, it's still a round of applause. When I get to Brighton, they're goose stepping up the stage, beating the fuck out of me. It says, "Don't drink that stuff, man. It's not real ale. It's not real ale. You shouldn't drink it. It's just chemicals. Don't drink it. It's not real." I said, "Try telling that to the taxi driver when you're throwing it up all over his cab on the way home. It's not real, John." You know? Very existential. He's only lapping round your ankles and splattered his meter. How much is that, mate? £4. No, hang on, there's a carrot on a surcharge. £4.50. Place to go for the real ale is the English country pubs. The other day I was up the Old Priest's Hole, which is a pub, incidentally, not an archaic criminal offence. There's always a few liberals wondering whether to laugh at that one. Was that gay bashing or was that left wing? They can't be sure. Ask your lecturers in the morning, they'll sort it out for you. I was up the Old Priest's Hole having a glass of throbbing chunder's bowel basher. Marvellous, real ale. Consistency of porridge, I was eating it with a spoon. There's a length of rusty chain in the bottom and the fingernails and the foreskin of the original brewer in there to give it body. Appetising, the stuff was so strong, the bar prices were in braille. You ever had that feeling? Wallop, where the fuck am I? Oh, we got a few students in, have we? Yeah, oh, very proud of yourselves. Obviously done your essays. I was looking through the crack in the door before. I'm certain I saw 2 lecturers sitting at the back. The bald couple. I think I saw... Sitting in a pair, laughing in rotation. You laugh, I'll think about it. Swap at the interval. There isn't a fucking interval. You waste your money, bastards. Anyway. I love it. Students, eh? Down the student union bar with the specially slowed down Space Invaders for medical students, eh? And the lads from the university rugby club stood in a circle, trousers round their ankles, pouring beer over their heads, singing the hairs on her dicky dido. Oh, ho, ho, fucking ho. Very witty. It's a funny way to prove your masculinity, innit? Not drink your beer and sing about sex. Because no, I'll be honest, I was there. I did a degree. Actually, I was at Manchester. I did a degree in posing, as it happens. And I'd be in there first year, 6 o'clock in the student union bar, sipping a glass of dry white wine, reading a play to myself, you know, trying to be a student, humming a Leonard Cohen ditty to myself. Oh, few old hippies in tonight, fair enough. The young ones fans thinking, who the fuck's Leonard Cohen? There I was, sipping my wine, reading my play. Suddenly the door would get smashed down, in they'd come. 24 mud-stained wallies, right? Rugby balls under their arms, they'd throw it on the floor just so they could skid across it instead of walk. Pirouette into the middle of the room, they see me, they say, hey, he's reading a play at university. He must be queer. He should be out pouring beer over his head and intimidating women. He must be queer. He must be gay. He must be a queer, gay, bum-stuffing arse bandit. Then they turn round, drop their trousers, shove their bare bums at me and go and have a shower together. Now, where were they at? Very dodgy. They're always trying to make drink more than it is. It doesn't have to be alcoholic. All the drinks, they try and make them cool, try and make them trendy. They got this ad that was running all last summer advertising a drink you know well and showing us a collage of images that we will never, ever be able to have. Californian beautiful images of boys and girls in shorts roller skating up and down the beach with fucking great tubes of Wrigley spearmint on their shoulders. They show us all this stuff, all these images, and there's a beautiful song underneath it advertising the drink. A beautiful rock beat with a poetic lyric. A girl, a beach, it is awesome, it's free. It's a lift, it's a buzz, it's the way you should be. A laugh, a smile, she is hot, he is cool. Surprise, a fucking prize. A laugh, a wave, they are breaking the rules. It's the way you should feel when you know it's for real. It's a hit. Coca-Cola is it. Now, we have a thing in Britain called the Advertising Standards Authority, which is meant to protect us. It says that not only are ads not allowed to lie, they are also not allowed to mislead. Well, do you think Coke is awesome? Oh, it's a fucking awesome bottle of Coke I got there. Lucky I didn't order a crate, I'd have shat myself. I could do their ad for them. It would abide by the British law, our law, to protect us, the Advertising Standards Authority. The new Coke ad. A girl, a beach, she's a little bit thirsty. She fancies a drink, so she buys a Coke. She gets the Coke, goes back to the beach. It's a fizzy drink. Coca-Cola is a fizzy drink. That'd sum it up, wouldn't it? I mean, the things the advertising industry come up to tempt us. I mean, when I was a kid, can you eat 3 shredded wheat? Anyone can eat 3 shredded wheat. David Steele could eat 3 shredded wheat. The only reason no one gets past the second one is it's so fucking horrible, that's why. You don't know whether to eat them or scrub your pants out with them, do you? I mean, what sort of world are they living in? They're sitting in their London offices thinking, how are we going to advertise Weetabix? How are we going to flog Weetabix to the punters? Some bright spark chirps up. I know, let's pretend they're a gang of skinheads. Well, brilliant. I mean, it stands to reason they look exactly like skinheads, don't they? I mean, it must have happened to you. Come breakfast time, fuck me, my bowl's full of skinheads. The Renault family. Now that everybody's not ashamed of being a rich, selfish bastard, we get adverts that actually show how marvellous it would be if we were all like that. So you've got your Renault family, driving their lovely Renault along, and they've got the little boy in the back, and they're taking him to his private school because they care so much about him, they've exercised their choice to pay for his education. Isn't that marvellous? We've all got choice now. Let's all choose Eton for our fucking kids since we've got choice. So they're driving along and they get the little kid to his private school, the Renault family, they're all so posh, and they get the violin out the back of the Renault and give him his little violin just to prove what a sensitive little child he is. Even though 15 years from now I'll be on the stock market fucking up half the third world, you know, but as long as he can play the violin, that's all right, you know. So they let the little kid go off to school, and they're driving home, Dad and Mum all posh in their Renault, and Dad turns to Mum and he drops his bombshell. He drops his bombshell. He says to her, darling, I've something to tell you. It affects your life and all of us. Bob's with me, the bank's with me, Frank's with me, I've got the backing, I'm starting my own business, I'm going it alone. And how does this woman respond to this astonishing fait accompli? This amazing, fuck you bitch, I've rearranged our lives, like it or lump it? That stupid woman of Cat's Eyes, with that irritating voice, says, oh darling, that's fantastic. Not, don't you think you might have told me? Not if Frank knows, Bob knows, the bank knows, the dog knows, isn't it about time you told your wife? But oh darling, that's fantastic. Buying a Renault, one of your better decisions. Marrying an arrogant, sexist dickhead, one of your stupider decisions. When they use real people... When they use ads like that, obviously, in order to prove how great everything is, they get actors, they get attractive actors, you know, to play all the real people in the ads. But occasionally, they actually use real people in the ads to make it sort of look sincere. Instead of having actors, they have representatives of the public, like those sad, mad, insane old biddies. What witter on, year in, year out, an endless, seamingless, meaningless monologue about whiskers. Oh, where's Chunky in the kitchen? Never mind hello, mum, scuttles across the floor. Where's my whiskers, she says to me. Never mind hello, mum, lots of jelly, eats it all up. Saves the pennies, important in your weekly shop. Where's my whiskers? Never mind hello, mum, where's my whiskers? These women are mad. They need help. I mean, have we learned nothing over the years? I mean, in the 19th century, you used to go down Colney Hatch, have a laugh at the lunatics. These days, we put them on the telly. She thinks she is her cat's mother. And we are supposed to respect her opinion. She says, the cat must like it, because it eats it all up. The fact that this is what it is given to eat, and if it didn't eat it, it would starve, doesn't seem to have crossed her mind. It'd eat anything if it was hungry enough. It'd give Mrs. Thatcher a blowjob if it was hungry enough. I refuse to believe that the streets of Britain are teeming, positively bursting at the seams, with people anxious to share with a waiting world their opinions on marathons. It's full of peanuts. We know it's full of peanuts. Oh, it fills a gap in the middle of the day. Shut up. I mean, why are they answering? I don't think they were asked about marathons. Nobody had answered. I think they get asked something totally different. What do you think the monkey shit? Well, it's full of peanuts. He sees it on the telly. He says, I never said that. I've never eaten a marathon, so what about monkey shit? Do you like shagging? Well, it fills a gap in the middle of the day. When they use real people in the ads, actual punters, representatives of the great British public, in order to prove that they're real, in order to make us be convinced that they are not like the stupid woman off Cat's Eyes with the deep voice, but they are actually real people, they always make them a little bit ugly. They give them a wart or a speech impediment. If you brush regularly. And just to bring out the contrast between us and them, just to show the differentials between the marvellous world of the product and the shitty world of the consumer, they bung in a benevolent celebrity, just to show how different real people are from the gods they worship. So, you get Lisa Goddard standing in a supermarket chatting to this Quasimodo figure. Dory, being a deformed mutant, I expect you like to watch the pennies. Yes, I do, Lisa. The saddest sight, actually, on the telly and the ads is not the real people, but those poor bastards. Those poor celebrities whose careers are so fucked that they have to pretend to be real people in the adverts. Old Gareth Hunt likes a cup of coffee, doesn't he? He's a bastard for a cup of coffee. He can't get enough of it. He carries the beans round with him. Him and Eunice Stubbs and that other woman that nobody can ever tell who she is or where she comes from. That's a funny little menage a trois, isn't it? Strange little group they got going there. Gareth and his two mates. What are they doing when they're not advertising coffee, I wonder? Come on, Gareth, put your bullets away, pick up the beans, let's make the advert. Zip him up, Una, let's go for it. The worst sight in the ads, undoubtedly. One I don't think they should show, I don't think they should demonstrate that level of cruelty. I don't think when kids are watching, they should have to see it. Somebody having to screw their ego, someone having to demean themselves just to make a crust in Thatcher's Britain. Why did she do it? Surely the money wasn't worth it. She couldn't have been that hungry. Anything would have been better than being the shake and vac girl. How does she live with herself? Do the shake and vac and put the freshness back. How does she face her family in the evening? What did you do today, Mum? I made a dickhead of myself in front of 10 million people. The kids are coming home from school saying, Mum, why did you do it? At school, they call us the shake and vackies and beat us up. She says, I did it for you, kids. Mum, we would rather have starved. Never trust the advertising industry. Never. Because they don't even know how to look after their own industry. They don't know how to have morals over their own industry. Do you know, up until recently, it was against the rules, take note, to advertise tampons on the telly. Well, what a brilliant concept. Was there a law against it? That must have been an interesting day in Parliament, mustn't it? What are we going to do today then, eh? Put the unemployed back to work? Free the third world? No. Let's have a law against advertising tampons. And now, we can have tampon ads. Oh, yes? We're allowed them, we're big enough and old enough, we can take it. As long as they're tasteful. Tasteful tampon ads, that's what we're allowed to have. Well, what's the point of asking the advertising industry to make tasteful ads? They haven't got much of a track record, have they? They come up with a dog with a bog roll in its mouth. What can we expect next? A fish sucking a lillet? No, but we had them. We had our tasteful tampon adverts on Channel 4 all last summer. Oh, they were lovely. Oh, they were so fucking tasteful. It was for a product called Secrets. And there was a lovely little scene, you see, they play all the romantic music, and then there's a girl, she's sitting on a bed, you know, and she's all beautiful, she's a model, she's not a real person. No, they use a model, because we can take the stark reality of cat food, but we can't handle menstruation, you know what I mean? Because we're all thinking, oh, thank God for that, pretty people have periods too, that's fucking good, isn't it? She's sitting there and she's looking through her occasional diary at, oh, she's feeling all wistful and romantic. Because that's exactly how you feel when you have a period, isn't it? Never mind stomach cramps, fuck me. I feel a bit wistful, my period must be starting. I'm all romantic, I better go and buy some tampies. She's all wistful, she's looking at her book and the music's all playing and it's a lovely romantic scene because you can be beautiful and have periods as well, girls, don't you worry. And over the voiceover comes, ladies, do you have a secret? Ah! Half the population of the world does it every month. What's the fucking secret about that? I'll tell you, we'd have a lot less of this po face. Let's not talk about it. Let's keep it in the closet. Let's make it embarrassing for young girls when it first happens to them. If it was men what had periods, oh yeah, then it'd be a subject for after-dinner conversation. It was a marvellous sunny afternoon. I just strolled out to bat and would you believe it, my period started. Yeah. All us lads. Us lads will be having a laugh about it, won't we? Because we laugh about everything else. Us lads, we laugh about pissing, see how high we can piss. Have a laugh about Gandhi's revenge. Fuck me, I had a curry, shouldn't have gone in a bog after me. Know what I mean? Ha ha ha. We'll be having a laugh about our periods. Jesus, it was funny. We was in the pub, me and Barry, having a laugh. Started menstruating. We've always menstruated simultaneously since we were kids. So funny. Went in a bog, tampon machine's broken. Ha ha ha. Had to go home with a beer mat in our knickers. That's what it would be like if men had periods. Sticking on the anatomy for just one moment. Believe me, my suit is sticking on my anatomy tonight. It is hot up here. Sticking on that, I just want to discuss... We've had our summer now, of course. It started getting cold again today. But I got a little treat ahead, because each summer I sometimes do a few gigs in Ibiza. You see, I play to all the Club 18 to 30 lot and all that, you know. Club 18 to 30... Well, of course, you know they're referring to the IQ there, don't you? Oh, yeah. You got an IQ... You got an IQ over 30, you're not going to be wally enough to fall for that line, are you? If you go on this holiday, you might just get laid. I mean, it's not going to happen, is it? I know, I went last year. Fuck all. Yeah, it's no good all the students clapping, taking a piss out of the club 18 to 30 lot. When you lot go off on a magic bus to Marrakesh, you still want to get pissed and shagged. It's the same process, different class, that's all. Let's avoid the snobbery. Ibiza. Do a few gigs in Ibiza, you know, that's where all the British go to practice racism. God blimey, man, well, 15 pints of fucking lager. Don't you speak English or what? And we went out there, do these gigs. Actually, to some of the buddies in the Club 18 lot, and they were cool, actually, a good audience. We had a great time. What I didn't like was all over Europe, when the sun comes out, and we probably see it here as well, is nudie sunbathing. I resent it. When it was to look at everyone's horrible old body, you know? Just because the sun's out, everyone's got to go around feeling sick all day. I mean, it's a dangerous sport. The sun is very hot. We flew into Ibiza airport, there's all these farty little Englishmen rubbing Savlon into their pants, you know? It is pure exhibitionism. Who wants to sit on a beach all day watching a pale knob turn pink? Now, a lot more women nudie sunbathe than men. That's true. Now, there's two reasons for this. The first is your average dick, and believe me, lads, they're all average. Well, mine's not. Mine's fucking enormous, but yours are. Oh, and suddenly the alternative pose drops for a moment, and the little bit of Benny Hill in us all jumps out onto the stage. Recognise the devil within you and conquer it. Your average dick does not look good. Be honest, lads, it's not the most attractive part of the anatomy. It might feel very nice, but it looks fucking horrible. Could you honestly stare yours in its one eye and think, oh, you're a lovely little knob, you really are. You're a pretty little thing, you're my best feature, you are, you're lovely, you. Bad design, you see. Bad design, we've been stitched up. I mean, down Lamborghini, down a sports car factory, when they unveil the new designs, they say, oh, lovely looking, sleek, beautiful lines, but where's the bulbous veins, eh? No, they don't. When they got a new tower block, they say to the architect, well, it's lovely so far, but when are you going to put the purple helmet on, tomorrow or what? And when nudie sunbathing, the naked dick is seldom at its ease. It don't know where to put itself, does it? It flops this way, it lolls that way, lies down, stands up, shrinks. Well, I've been fucking swimming, haven't I? All the blokes. All the little blokes stretched out, basking in the sun with a little crimson acorn nestling in the gingery pubes. One of them's fallen asleep. I'm thinking, shall I wake him up or let the bastard burn? Just sneak over every 15 minutes, flop it over and baste it with a bit of ombre solaire. Wrap it up in bacon foil and do a few frozen peas and a puddle of sweat in his belly button. And then there's the blokes with the big dicks. The blokes what don't need to lie down because they can wander up and down a beach all day, can't they? Intimidating women going, here's my dick, girls. Look at that, you lucky creatures, here's my dick. Some big bastard surfer under one arm, dick under the other. He's going, here's my dick, girls. Look at that, you lucky creatures, here's my dick. I say, there's your dick, you sexist wanker. In your head. And the other reason that men don't tend to nudie sunbathe, you remember I said there were two, is not unconnected, because it is the terror. The absolute mind-numbing, ball-crunching, spine-tingling terror of the unwanted erection. That total fear, that total paranoia that the little bugger's going to pop up just when you don't want it to. Because we're not used to it, are we, lads? Hey, topless beach, fuck me, I'm surrounded by tits. Boing. I'm a lefty. I'm trying to hang on to me politics. I'm thinking, no, I will not ogle, I will not look. I'm not going to stare. It's oppressive. It's oppressive. It's invading her environment. I will not look. I'm a lefty. I will not stare. I will not ogle. But the dick is not a hypocrite. It's going. Go on. Have a little look, you bastard. Go on. Have a little look. Put a book on me or something. Come on. All the little blokes stretched out, face down, drilling little holes in the sand. I'm there, I'm trying to get the sand out from under me foreskin and not look like I'm having a wank. The bloke next door to me is trying to have a wank and make it look like he's getting the sand out from under his foreskin. Honest, officer, I was just cleaning it and it went off. And of course, you don't have to be nudie to be terrified of the unwanted erection. Oh, no. Oh, no. Do not deceive yourself. No, not now. That men's swimming costumes have got as stupid as women's have been for years. 20 quid for a pair of shoelaces. Your average thong bikini ridden so far up her arsehole, it's garroted her rectum. And men's trunks are no different. They got smaller and smaller, so I'm at Ibiza the other week. Down Ibiza, there I was, looking in the beach shop. I see the one for me, fantastic. Little pose pouch. Little triangular pink lurex, I think. Look at that, sod me. I will clamp my tackle in that. Looks saucy. So I bought it. There I was, wandering round the beach, loving myself. I don't realise, of course, me beer guts dragging in the sand in front. Nobody can see anything. Tiny, tiny little pose pouch. Not so much a pair of trunks, more a second scrotum. And they disguise nothing. Nothing. All male hypocrisy is on show. So there I am, in the beach bar, trying to make a new friend, trying to be sophisticated, as you do. Hello, my name's Ben. Do you like Dire Straits? Do you like classical music? Well, Dire Straits is classical music, after all. Trying to be cool, trying to be sophisticated and cool and impress her with my sophistication and my cool. And all the time, this little fun-sized Mars bar's trying to get its head over the top of my pants. And she can see it, and I can see it. We both know it's there. And I'm desperately trying to think about David Owen or something to make it go down. And I'm using that ancient lie. That tiny, tiny, small little lie that men use. That little tiny lie that makes you about 12 inches tall when you use it. You say, I just want to be friends. And it gets worse in the disco in the evenings. In the smooch. The abusive smoochy, woochie, when all that little dicks are trying to drill their way through girls' stomachs. And the girls are thinking, I wish he wouldn't push against me like that. And the lads are thinking, oh, this is a bit of all right, isn't it, eh? Oh, push, this is all right, love it. The smooch, when the DJ puts on Careless Whisper and half the girls in a room get an ear hole full of spit. I really love you, darling, dribble, dribble, dribble. Oh, Sonia, what lovely green droopy earrings. No, it's just Gary's just gobbed in my ear. Because lads don't dance, do they? I won't dance. I don't dance. No, the lads won't dance because you look a puff if you dance. Don't want to dance, you look a puff. You don't want to look like that. You want to clamp yourself to the wall with 8 pints of lager. Watch the birds dancing, eh? The only bloke dancing's Farty, the social secretary from the student union. He dropped 2 magic mushrooms a year before. He still thinks he's tripping. Far out. But us lads, we're not dancing. Oh, don't want to look a puff, go and have a dance. I'm not dancing. Have a dance. Dance round your handbag. Dance with Sheila. I'm not dancing. Dance round your handbag. I got me lager to finish. I'm not dancing. Suddenly, it's the smooch. Come over here, daughter. It's your lucky day. Smooch time. Fun-sized Mars bar in the guts. Give us your ear hole. Discos. The only bum thing about discos on this whole that subject is the bouncers. The lovely bouncers. The bouncy, bouncy bouncers. Fuck off, you're all right. And you can fuck off. You two at the back, you're all right. Fuck off, you two, you're in. 2 girls at the back, you're in for nothing. You two, fuck off. There you go, fuck off. Then you come, no tie. Fuck off, you two, you're in for nothing. Fuck off. Not a lot of people know that the human race is actually descended from bouncers. Oh, yes, when the first bouncer crawled out of the Neanderthal slime and bopped a dinosaur for wearing jeans. Because you've got to be smart, haven't you? Got to be smart. Want to go to a disco, got to be smart. The bouncers look smart. Lovely little bow tie, little dinner jacket bow tie. They look nice. Bow tie, show a bit of respect, show some respect for the punters. Little dicky bow. They call them dicky bows. Dicky bow. A little bouncer, a bouncy bouncer in a dicky bow. That's nice, isn't it? A little dicky bow round the bouncer. Dicky bow. Why do they call them dicky bows, I wonder? I'll tell you why. It's because they're wrapped round pricks. I mean, why do you have to be smart? Why do you have to be smart to get into a discotheque, eh? Hitler was smart. He'd have got in all right. Nice to see you, Hitler. Nice little cap, lovely shiny boots, in you come. Nice little whip. Himmler, nice to see you. Goebbels, in you come. Klaus Barbie. Fuck off, Jesus, no sandals. I was arrested the other day. In Hyde Park, I was arrested for a crime of revenge. I was smearing my shit on a dog's paws. You know that thing they say for soldiers? There's a little superstition for some soldiers. They do say, in the war, for every soldier, there is a bullet with his, or her, if you're in the Israeli army, his or her number on it. Well, the same is true of shoes and dog shit. Somewhere, sometime, your own personal jobby awaits you all. And when you squelching it one hot, steamy summer day, you're going to be desperately searching for that last bit of grass, looking for one of them broken paving stones the council put there to trip up blind people with, to scrape your instep on. And it is another fact of the dog jobby law, that the better and the more expensive your Adidas, Ponzi Pose, Reebok, £400 for a pair of plimsolls, aren't I a wanker trying to look like an American, shoes are, the better and the more expensive the shoes, the bigger and the wetter the jobby that awaits them. Oh yes, dogs are very discerning creatures. They don't want to shit on any old rubbish. You are comparatively safe in flip-flops. But nothing opens a dog's ass quicker than a pair of hand-stitched Gucci's. They see her miles away because they're little anarchists. They see a Porsche drive up. They think when a bastard gets out, I'll give him something to get into. So I was walking along. And I bought a pair of new shoes. And it's a funny thing, no matter how ugly and small you are, when you get new shoes, you think, oh, I look good. Ooh, I look sexy. Doesn't matter they're cutting the toes off and stopping the circulation, but I look sexy. I'm walking along thinking, I look good. Oh, I'm clocking my reflection in the windows in the shops thinking, you juicy bastard. You sexy sod, you look so good. I'm having a little fantasy. Oh, no, not all four Nolans, please. And I meet the one with my number on it. It hadn't even been born yet. It was still inside its donor dog. 'Cause there, on the pavement in front of me, was this little ball of fluff with an evil little monkey face, looking up, going, yap, 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 yap. And its name was Yappy. I knew its name was Yappy because it had this lovely little collar around his neck. Oh, it was all sweet. It went, this dog's name is Yappy. If this dog should dare to roam, run it over because we fucking hate it. Because it was a Pekinese, the Sony walk person of the animal kingdom. Very small, but they make a lot of noise. Where do they come from, Pekineses? Nobody likes them. Everybody hates little noisy yappy dogs. Where they just seem to sort of grow out of rich old ladies' armpits, don't they? They just seem to sort of emerge out of fur coats, going yap, 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 yap. Yap, yap, give me some more sweets. Come on, give me some cake. Come on, pamper me or I'll run away and then you'll be sad because I'm your only friend, aren't I, you lonely old cow? Evil dogs. Evil dogs, but it is not their fault like so much else on this planet that is evil. It is our fault, the fault of the human race. Chernobyl, pot noodle, Pekineses, all invented by us. Pekineses were bred. They're not a real dog, they are bred. 2,000 years ago in China, some dildo decided to cross a wolf with a gerbil. And the result was the first Pekinese. Imagine what life was like for him or her, eh? Oh, his mum, some great big butch, feminist, separative she-wolf. Hadn't even noticed when Jeremy Gerbil had done the business round the back 4 months before. Out pops Yappy. Hello, Mum. What the fuck are you? I'm your child. Piss off, you're embarrassing me. Because there was no Mr. Dog, the can of food for the small dog for the first Yappy. Oh no, they had to hunt. They had to run with the pack. Have you ever seen a gerbil trying to bring down an antelope? So there was 2,000 years of resentment welling up inside a Yappy. And that wasn't all that was welling up inside of him, because he'd been on the oatcakes that morning. Yep, he laid the biggest and the most extensive jobby I have ever seen in my life. Right where I wanted to walk. I've said that Pekinese are small dogs, but they're a strange breed. They've got bodies like Doctor Who's TARDIS. They're bigger on the inside. You can get a lot of shit out of a Pekinese. And this was colossal. It was enormous. It was a world record. Picture it. It blocked out the sun. There was snow on the peak. Charles and Di were taking a well-earned winter break on its lower slopes. Surrounded, as always, by a gang of journalists. Blended in well with the rest of the shit. When I was a kid, there didn't seem to be so much dog shit about. I've often wondered what the phenomenon is, and I think it is no coincidence, searching for the word there for one moment, no coincidence that the phenomena of so much dog shit on the pavements has gone hand in hand with the phenomena of fast food. As the chicken joints open, we seem to have more and more dogs shitting themselves. And I think what's happened is that all the dogs are hippity-hoppity home thinking, oh my God, I just do a bit of crap, but I'm a socially responsible dog. I'll wait till I get home for my little gravel tray. Suddenly, they walk past Colonel Saunders and they shit themselves because they're scared stiff they're going to end up covered in 14 herbs and spices. Chicken. Fried chicken. I remember the old days. I remember when you used to want to have chicken and chips, you used to go down a chip shop. You say, I want chicken and chips. They say, fine, do you want a quarter or a half? Very nice. You knew what you were getting, a quarter or a half. What do you get now? Pieces and nuggets. Well, what is a chicken piece? What international system of weights and measures defines a chicken piece? I'll tell you what a chicken piece is. It's virtually any bit of the chicken's anatomy you can mash up and deep fry. But a chicken nugget is a comparatively new development, isn't it? What is a chicken nugget? I've got a theory. I reckon old Colonel Saunders was down his factory one day, says the foreman, what's all them little round things you're sweeping up, throwing away? The foreman says, we can't put its balls in. Get 'em in the fryer. Chicken McBollocks, we're dipping them in the barbecue sauce to this day. Fast food. No matter how much you crave a Big Mac, you always feel sick afterwards. Always fancy, you get that little whiff, oh, I just fancy a Big Mac, oh, what, oh, fuck, I wish I hadn't done that. Always the same, you go in there, it draws you in, that little smell, you know, I think they drug them. I think they put something in there and make you drug it. It makes you feel awful, but you want more. It's like a drug. Never mind an anti-heroin campaign. What about an anti-McDonald's campaign? They told me how good a Big Mac would make me feel, but not how bad. I mean, it's insidious, isn't it? You walk in there, you think, all right, I'll have a Big Mac, but fuck it, I'm not having fries. I will not have fries. One Big Mac, please. Certainly, sir. Fries? Ah! Yes, you bastard! Regular or large? Ah! Large! I feel sorry for the people who work down there. Down at McDonald's, hundreds of people. What's stuff down there? This is the new industrial revolution. Marvellous, isn't it? What a future for the kids. We don't dig coal anymore. We don't make steel. We stuff American hamburgers down each other's faces. Fantastic. Why is it that everyone who works at McDonald's has to have terminal acne? Is it a staff requirement? Sorry, mate, you can't have the job. You're not spotty enough. They get paid fuck all, but they get a lovely uniform. Ooh, lovely little uniform. No money, but a cardboard hat. Fair exchange, no robbery. They give them a little badge. Little badge, and my name is Sydney. My name's Cindy, and they give them stars. And the more stars they get, the longer they work, the more stars they get. They stay all day, you get all 5. They teach them marketing techniques. American marketing techniques, because they're not content, Americans, they're not content to colonise our stomachs, they've got to colonise our minds. So they teach these kids how to be like Americans. They have to say, hello, my name is Cindy, enjoy your meal, how may I help you, have a nice day. My name is Cindy, enjoy your meal, have a nice day, how may I help you. They don't realise it don't sound so good in Barnsley. Hello, my name's Cindy, enjoy your meal, have a nice day. Or anywhere else, Wales or London or Scotland, it doesn't matter, we've got our own culture. We don't need a hypocritical American culture. We got our own. It worked for years. What was wrong with it? What do you want? There you are. Fuck off. It worked. Fast food. I call it fast food. It's got an idea of fast is good. How was your meal? Well, it was fast. Tasted fucking horrible, but it was fast. Oh, darling, what a marvellous meal. It was incredible. Over in seconds. Fast food, what's it about? What are we speeding up for? There's no jobs, there's nothing to do. Why do we linger over the few pleasures left in life? Fast food. I don't know why they don't just flush it straight down the toilet, cut out the middleman, eh? That'd speed things up, wouldn't it? You go in your local Big Mac, Whopper, McDog burger. Lovely plastic shiny seats shaped like ski slopes. Burp once, wallop, you're under the table. Go out the front, flushes a couple of Big Mac and fries down the toilet, will you, John? Make it quick, I've got a bus to catch, all right. He says, sorry, sir, no can do. The YouTube's blocked up with diced gherkin. Why do they put that gherkin in? Why do they put that sodding, peppery gherkin in? Nobody likes it, nobody wants it, everyone has to fish it out of the sauce, bung it on the table, some other poor fucker puts their elbow in it. He says YouTube's blocked up, we can't do the flush in. We're only serving liquids. Have you seen the fast food versions of liquids? There's two sorts. There's the thick sort, and there's the thin sort. Now the thin sort are great. You want an orange? It's a Mac orange. I said, what? So like an orange, it's a Mac orange. Oh, can't have an orange, you've got to have a Mac orange. Can't have a cola, got to have a Mac cola. It's nice, isn't it? Lovely. Mums, rot your children's teeth and teach them about the friendly face of international conglomerates that fuck up the third world. Mac orange. Lovely little clown. Ronald McDonald the clown. Fantastic, I love him. Those adverts are funny. When I was a kid, if a bloke in full makeup danced up to you in a park, offered to buy you a hamburger, you'd call the police. Mac orange. Mac cola. You get them in 3 sizes, small, medium and large, or alternatively, expensive, fucking expensive and totally outrageous. Nobody ever has a large one. I've never seen anyone order a large Coke in a McDonald's. No, I don't think they've even got the cartons. I think they just put that one in to sort of make the differential look more impressive. You think you're saving money when you buy the expensive one because they've got a fucking huge bucket that nobody would buy. Everyone always buys a small one. And you always say the same thing, always the same little pleasant reaction, that same little friendly buzz. Because you say, oh look, don't you get a lot? Look at that, that's not bad, is it? Don't you get a lot? Look, that's not bad, that's a small one. Thank you, Ronald McDonald, aren't you a benevolent clown? Look at that, my mates, look, that's a small one. Don't you get a lot? That's not bad, don't you get a lot? Yeah, a lot of ice. Or you'll have a thick one. A thick, creamy shake. Get over for a double, creamy, thick shake, eh? A liquid drinky shape. Liquid? You need an industrial suction pump to get it up the straw. There's people wandering around with bleeding ear holes because they've been sucking too hard. Everyone sucks together, the windows of the shop cave in. I know I'm always sort of complaining and making statements, but I do say that I can sort of vaguely prove some of the scabrous lefty things I say. For instance, I can prove that newspapers are full of shit. If you bear with me, I will prove to you that newspapers are full of shit, but you've got to bear with it, because I need to talk about photosynthesis, and yeah, I know it's a long word, but try and stick with me, students. Photosynthesis and junk mail. You know what junk mail is. All that rubbish you get through your door you don't want, all that stuff you throw away, American Express adverts, Freeman's catalogues with a 15-year-old picture of Lulu on the front. Oh, Lulu, how can I get to look like you? Simple, go to a jumble sale and jump in a puddle. Now, photosynthesis is the means by which we get our oxygen. Without it, we would suffocate, and that's true. The same cannot be said for junk mail. Unlike green chlorophyll, junk mail cannot turn carbon dioxide into oxygen, and that is true. Now, you may say, oh yes. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. But can green chlorophyll offer you a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to purchase the time-life history of the Wild West handsomely bound in calf's leather? And I say, no, it can't, and that's another fucking good thing about photosynthesis. Right, so, you got it worked out. Our newspapers are full of shit, and why? Photosynthesis, junk mail. The other day, I was at home on my birthday. I was on my own, as usual. Don't fucking patronise me. I was at home on my birthday, and I heard the postman coming up the road. Oh, the postman's coming up. I've been excited about the post ever since the post office ran that brilliant campaign, those adverts trying to get us to use the post more. The slogan was, make the most from your post. And they had a lovely little advert, because it was a lovely story, you see. It was a little girl's birthday, and Post is coming up the road, and they're playing Happy Birthday in the background. She's all excited. She's glued to the window, you know. I think she must have been sniffing Bostic or something. But she's all excited, and Post is coming up the road, and they're playing Happy Birthday, and she's all excited. But then Posty walked straight past. He walked straight past her house, no letters, no cards, no nothing. And a little face fell, and there was a little tear on his cheek. But then old Posty turned round. He turned round, he had a load of letters for her. It was a joke. It was a little trick. What a bastard, eh? Anyway. Old postie comes up my drive. I think, oh, brilliant, I've got a letter. He puts it through the door. I'm running down the corridor thinking I've got a letter. First one in ages. Maybe it's from my mum. Maybe she's going to tell me where she lives at last. Junk mail. I don't even need to open the envelope. It's printed on the outside. Congratulations. You have been personally and individually selected, Mr. Ben Elton. And you may already have won £5. You may. If you fill in the box, stick the letter and accept we're going to send you a load of crap for the rest of your life, your number will be entered in a lottery and you may have won a £5. And at exactly the point I was reading that, thousands of miles away, in a Canadian forest, 2 little squirrels were hippity-hoppeting through the undergrowth, all happy in their new world. And one of them turns to the other and says, well, obviously I can't do the accent, you know. Well, you wouldn't know, you know what a fucking squirrel sounds like, do you? Sitting there going, I think it should be squeakier than that, actually, really. No, Bobby Deborah would do that better, he really would, yeah. They're very thick squirrels, you see, got tiny little heads. I'll tell you, they've got little heads, there's no room for the brain, you see. That's bad design. There's plenty of room in the tail. They put the brain in the tail, they'd rule the world. They'd have invented pot noodle before us. But they wouldn't rule the world because, you see, they've got no thumbs. And not many people know this, but the human race are the only people, well, the human race are the only people, obviously, but little slip there, little slip. The human race are the only animals that have got thumbs, you see. It means we can grip. If we couldn't grip, we didn't have any thumbs, we'd have to eat our chips like that, you see. That's why squirrels eat with their little paws. You know, up there, I mean, they don't like looking stupid, do they? And also, it means they can't wank. That's why they climb trees like that, you see. They're gonna have to work that one out on the album, aren't they? Now, what the fuck are they laughing at? I just did an imitation of a squirrel having a wank. Actually, I often think what a strange job it is. I mean, I have just imitated a masturbating squirrel in front of hundreds of people. I mean, my mum thinks I work in a bank. Anyway, the 2 squirrels are hopping through the undergrowth, and one of them wants to go to the toilet. I'm sorry it's all scatological now, but he wants to have a shit, you see. And squirrels are filthy creatures. They have a shit in their house. No, they do. They get their nutsack, have a few nuts, have a shit, lie down, and sleep in it for 4 months, all through the winter. Revolting, they never told you that in Beatrix Potter, did they? No. Squirrel nutkin has a shit, there was none of that, was there? Anyway, so they're running home, and a little squirrel who wants to go to loose, quenching its little squirrel bot together, trying to get home. Trying to go home to see their mum, to their tree, where they live, where they keep their nuts. But when they got home, the tree had gone. No home, no nuts, no place to shit, no nothing. And the reason the tree had gone is because it's been cut down. And the reason it had been cut down is because it had been turned into paper. And the reason it had been turned into paper is because some clueless idiot thought I was remotely interested in the fact that I may already have won £5. Because that was a bit of my environment, a bit of tree, mine and your environment. Somebody had cut down, smashed to bits, stuffed through my letterbox. I didn't even want it. And I sniffed it, and it wasn't giving off oxygen. And I shook it, and it wasn't giving a home to countless woodland creatures that make up the food chain and keep us all alive. I even tried to climb it and build a treehouse at the top, but I couldn't, because it was junk, it was rubbish, and it was made of our world, our trees, our environment. Every bit of paper used to be a squirrel's home. Every newspaper used to be a tree, a squirrel's home. And that's why they're full of shit. Whoa, dangerous revolution. You've been brilliant. Thanks a lot. My name's Ben Elton. Good night. All right. I wasn't really going off. I mean, you might not have called me back, you know. That would have sounded great on the album, wouldn't it? My name's Ben Elton. Good night. I'll see you, Ben. I just want to end on one tiny note before I go. I want to discuss the nature of comedy. Because there are strange things in comedy. When I first started being a comedian, I wondered, what is it that makes people laugh? I thought I'd better find out. I know. I watch the telly. All the best gags are on the telly, aren't they? And British telly is the best in the world, and British comedy is its crowning glory. And I watched a lot. Benny Hill, the two Ronnies, and I discovered something very strange. Because apparently, the best gag in Britain is something I will never have. It is big tits. The best gag in the world is apparently big tits. Put them on a barmaid, put them on a nurse, everybody loves them on the telly, in the situation comedies. Big tits, the best gag in the world. I saw this sitcom working title, Can You Show Me the Way to Oldham? That was the first laugh. Oldham sounds a bit like Hold'em, doesn't it? Very, very funny. Well done, BBC. Well worth 65 quid a year licence money, I don't think. I watched them all. Benny Hill laugh. I nearly did. Fantastic. And in this sitcom, there was Gloria behind the bar. She's a big woman. Bring in a camera, steam up the lens, everybody loves it. Big tits, best gag in the world, that's the one for the British punter. In comes Tom. He's an amicable northern stereotype. He says, Bayek, you don't get many of those to the pound. He gets a laugh. Nice one, Tom, because she's got big tits. Ho, 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 ho. He says, Bayek, I wish I were her doctor. Yes, Tom. Second laugh, same pair of tits. I couldn't believe it. It's happening in front of me. He says, Bayek, no wonder they built the extension. Go on, Tom, you're winning. He says, Bayek, that's the loveliest pair of eyes I ever saw. Oh, amazing, Tom. We thought he was going to say tits, didn't we? Fantastic. We're wringing out our seats. It doesn't stop there. Gloria gets another jiggle. Same camera, same lens, same tits. Oh, can I get you something, gentlemen? It depends on what you're offering, Gloria. Yes, Tom. Bit of a rape innuendo, but who cares? It's only British comedy, innit, eh? Oh, something a bit fancy. I have some lovely little nibbles back here. We can see that, Gloria. Now, Tom, now you're winning. Awesome scotch. My customers love my doubles. We can understand that, Gloria. I've got a couple of big ones back here for you. Thank you very much, Gloria. Why don't you get your mouth round one of these? It'll soon warm you up, Tom. There you go, Gloria. Tits, tits, tits. Best gag in the world, dear me. Must have what? Loads of pairs in the audience tonight. Why aren't you pissing yourselves, eh? Come on, girls. How do you get dressed of a morning? Dear me, ladies, you must die. Bathroom mirror, up with a nightie. There's my tits. Fucking hell, these are funny. Have a good laugh at my tits while I'm brushing my teeth. Oh, I wish I were my doctor. Ho, 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 ho. I'm glad I built the extension, tee-hee. These are the loveliest pair of eyes I ever saw. Fuck me, I nearly said I had big tits. I know why lots of women don't make it in the world. You're all sat at home laughing at your tits, aren't you? Sexism in comedy, sexism everywhere. We got to get together, beat it together. You've been really good. My name's Ben Elton. Good night.